Yo, what's up, everyone? I know this stream's a little bit like out of spur of the moment, last minute, but I did actually have a couple interesting things to talk about today, and I figured, you know what, I don't have the energy to really edit a video right now, so I figured I'd just do this all live. And then if you guys have any questions or anything like that, you could throw them at me in the chat, and you know, this could be a little live Q&A. Just hang out, discuss Pokemon or life, whatever. I'm here for all that. All right. All right, I see Polly in the chat. Yo, Mike, Eat Shadows, Garak, yo, what's up, man? How's it going? Adam, yo, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I know it's super last minute. Adam's one of our mods here, so I'm up for answering whatever questions you guys have. It doesn't even have to be Pokemon related. I'm always real with everyone. But who here has seen the early Scarlet and Violet openings? Anyone here? Because I have some pictures of some people flexing off in some like Facebook groups, and they're showing off like their booster boxes that they got from their plug. Yo, they have distributors, they have vendors, their plugs, and it cracks me up. I made a video about this a little while back, actually, and I explained that this illegally obtaining these products early is going to only get worse and worse, because what we're doing is we're incentivizing it. Basically, we're allowing it, letting them get away with it, and people are paying some of these premiums that these people are flipping these packs on whatnot or whatever. They're paying premiums on this stuff, so why are they going to stop? They're not going to. But I actually wanted to talk about some of the things I saw. We're not going to give recognition to the people that were opening these products, okay? Essentially, I gave them their view, so you guys don't have to, because I really don't recommend giving these people your views. I really don't. I don't think it's right, because it's just gonna keep incentivizing them. Charizard Baller 69 says, Cody, if you could tell me where I got my YouTube name, I'll give you a cookie. Charizard Baller 69. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea, man. Let's see. Yo, Bacon Ben, yo, welcome to the chat. Scarlet and Violet base set ever. Yo, Scarlet and Violet base set is actually looking fire. Just so you guys know, we are going to talk about Scarlet and Violet a little bit. That's what I have to talk about, actually. Polly says, how's the business looking right now in terms of long-term sustainability? Would love to see you survive and thrive. Yo, I want to see me survive and thrive too, man. I appreciate the concern and looking out. Right now, it's hard to really say what the future has in store. I'm working hard, I'm grinding, I'm doing what I can to stay in business. I mean, I'm doing all I can. I really hope that this is sustainable, something that I can keep up on, and hopefully my goal, which I've talked about in another video, my goal is by the end of the year that I can continue growing and get to the point where this business is full-time. It's sustainable full-time by itself without working full-time job with it, because I do work also with owning the business and doing all this on top of editing videos and all that stuff. So the plan is essentially full-time, go to YouTube content creation full-time and run the business full-time. That's the end goal. That's what I want. That's what's going to make me happy in life, and I'm going to keep grinding until I get there. Hopefully it's something that's sustainable and something that's doable. It is a little bit sketchy right now, because right now, like, product is a little bit like, you know, hit or miss. Sometimes like we get shipments in for distribution, and you know, I have a good bit of product coming in, and then it just sells out right away, and then there's nothing until the next shipment, which I don't know when. So it is a little scary right now. Hopefully Pokemon gets this all figured out. Garak says, how are things looking from your perspective at distribution? Yeah, so distribution kind of carried on with whatever Paulie just said, what I answered to that. Distribution is right now there's really not much of anything. There's Charizard Ultra Premium collections. They're limiting stores to 1 case per store per week, okay? So it's not really much product, but I mean, it's something. As for other interesting products for the TCG, it's all playable stuff. It's not really stuff most collectors are going to care for, like toolkits and decks and stuff like that. There's really not much of anything right now in stock. There was a little bit ago, we had those V Striker tins come in, and guess what? I actually found out something a little bit interesting about those. So I just broke down for some tins for one of my followers, actually, who also streams, and he just wanted the packs from them. I broke them down, and it turns out I had different batches of tins. The first batch came with Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike, and Evolving Skies. The second batch came with 3 Evolving Skies and Brilliant Stars. So I had a mix. So I had some cases with the 3 Evolving Skies and some with the 2 Evolving Skies, which is, he's going to be very happy to see that in his package when it does arrive. As for allocations, though, with distribution, I did want to touch base on something. So those milk cartons, the premium tournament collections, we didn't get cut at all for any of those, so that's looking good. We do have them still for pre-order up on our website, the premium tournament collections, the Cyrus and the Clara, so that's good. They're going to be plentiful. I wasn't really expecting them to get cut. The tins coming up for Crown Zenith, Galarian Birds Crown Zenith tins, those did not get cut at all. We actually have all of them coming, so that's great. That is great. Which also leads me to believe that those tins aren't going to be as sought after as a lot of people think they were. I don't think they're going to be investable. In my opinion, those tins are going to be pretty much the Hidden Fates tins. It's going to be the thing that most people want to just open for the packs, because it's a pretty cheap, efficient way to rip your packs. Plus, you get a cool promo. I don't know. They're going to be plentiful, though, just so you guys know. Mike says, hold on. Haven't seen early openings, but I've seen the stolen product. I saw pictures of the stolen ETBs. Yeah, I did. What do you think of Lorcana? Lorcana. So, I mean, I get asked a lot about, like, what TCG, if I'm going to be carrying this TCG, that TCG. Just so you guys know, no, I'm not going to carry Lorcana. What do I think about it? I actually do think it's a really cool idea. Honestly, Disney characters are a very iconic thing. Like, it is what it is. I think it'll do pretty well, actually, to be honest. I can't carry it, though, because my distribution's not going to carry it. Jesus says, yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of spoiling myself on seeing what's in the set before it's released. Okay, all right, fair enough. Eat Shadows, will PSA accept the cards early? That seems like a problem. If so, for those that race for that Pop 1 PSA 10 chase card. So that Pop 1, so that's these eBay sellers, they're very misleading. Just so you guys know, just because it's the first one graded doesn't mean it's always going to be Pop 1. It'll be Pop 1 until Pop 2 comes, and then until Pop 3 comes. There's going to be more Pops. All right, so just because you get, like, people, this is one thing I never understood, why people pay such a crazy premium to have a Pop 1 when they know it's not going to remain a Pop 1, because they just got it early. It's stolen. Like, the cards were stolen. And I've seen people super ignorant. I've hopped in on some Whatnot streams of people selling product a month early before it was supposed to release, and their excuse is, oh, it's not stolen, I paid for it. Ignorance is not an excuse for breaking the law, okay? Just because you paid some scammy, freaking shady back alley freaking vendor your money on a product that's not supposed to release for a month or two, doesn't mean you obtained it legally. Scarlet Violet looks beautiful, says iPokebutt. Yeah, yeah, the cards are definitely looking good. They, yeah, Mike says they just grade legit cards, not their... Yes, it's not their job. So none of these graders, it's not their job to confirm where these cards came from. It's their job to grade the condition and confirm the authenticity of that card. That's it. They're not going to do a whole background check on the card, where it came from. It's not their job, and you can't expect them to. They have too much to deal with as it is. And that's another thing, like, you can't really, like, I see people hate on like CGC for grading early cards, but at the end of the day, like, can you really blame them? Like, you can if you want, you can, but at the end of the day, that's just a lot of extra work you're expecting of them to confirm the authenticity or not authenticity, but confirm the legitimacy of where it came from, when there are actually times where cards do come out early. I've opened up a legend. Okay, I'll tell you a little story here. This is before Generations came out. I opened up a Legendary Treasures booster pack, black and white. This is quite a bit ago. And I pulled a Generations Radiant collection out of black and white. Now, just keep in mind, black and white Legendary Treasures does have a Radiant collection, but I pulled a Generation Radiant collection card out of it. So the Radiant collections, because Generations came out right after Legendary Treasures, so they were on the same print run. Like, they must have been being printed at the same time, and a card got switched up in there. That would, even though the card Generations was released when I opened the pack, okay, if this was back when Legendary Treasures just came out, guess what? I would have gotten an early card, because that card wouldn't technically be released. Legendary Treasures came out first. So there are times where you can get early cards, but you don't get early product. That's the thing. You don't get it legally. Not an entire sealed product. Pokemon doesn't just accidentally slip up and send out one sealed ETB or a sealed case of ETBs. Polly says, sounds like a great goal. I can definitely sympathize with that myself. Product and life can get in the way sometimes. Absolutely. And I'll touch base on that a little. Well, I mean, I guess I could talk about that now a little bit while it's fresh. So, I mean, honestly, like, right now, life has been, it's been rough. Like, not that it, I'm not complaining. Okay. Not that it's been rough. It's difficult right now. Okay. Being in this spot where I'm at in the business, because I'm trying to make everyone happy here. So I'm trying to grow my business, provide good customer support, trying to keep the channel going, and trying to stay as active as I can with the channel. And then on top of that, I have my job, which this is where I'm making my main income, because I can't completely rely on the income from the store. And, you know, with work right now, so right now, we've been short-staffed. This is becoming a problem, because now I'm struggling. Like today, I don't have the energy to edit a video, which is why I'm live. And I figured, hey, I'm here. I showed up. I made an effort. I'm doing what I can. But with that said, you know, we had a guy he's taken 2 freaking months off work, okay, because he wants to do a cross-country hike. I'm being serious right now. So we literally we're short-staffed before this guy wanted to take this lifelong dream of his to hike across the state or the country. I don't know. You could do what you want. I mean, I enjoy hiking, but I mean, 2 months off work to go for a 2-month-long hike. I'm sorry, that's not for me, guys. But anyways, now it has me in a situation where I'm being forced to pretty much pick up extra hours. I'm always freaking tired. It is rough, okay? It's really rough right now. The other day, like, my boss has, like, made some really ignorant comments that put me in a spot where I actually questioned whether or not I want to continue working and doing that. And, like, I got to the point where I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just go full-time with the business again. Maybe I'll stop and I'll just grind as hard as I can. grind as hard as I can with the channel. Maybe the ad revenue will pick up to the point where, you know, it's a little bit easier to live off the business. This was going through my mind for a little while. Like, actually, for the last, like, this happened recently, like a week ago, while I was on a job site. I was at a job site, and it put me in that position. And I didn't like being in that position, because he actually, so if you don't know already, what I do for a living on top of the business, so I do dry ice blasting. Some people might not know what that is, some people might. Essentially, it's like sandblasting, but with dry ice. Now, dry ice is very dangerous. It can literally, like, burn your skin. Like, it's super, super cold. Like negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. It's ridiculously cold, okay? And I forgot a water. I'll probably have to stop and grab a water eventually. Anyways, we do jobs at, like, factories and stuff like that, and clean off big industrial equipment. The job sites are very sporadic. Sometimes sometimes they're more with private jobs. You could do this with vehicles. You do this with a lot of things. But anyways, if you ever worked in a job where, you know, it's hard labor, there's things that are endangered, like they endanger you, like if you're in a factory, warehouse, stuff like that, you know about OSHA, all right? And my boss literally made me violate an OSHA code. He ordered me to violate. So he forgot to take off his lockout tagout for a machine that we were working on. And we drove home, and he got a phone call that, hey, you forgot to take your lock off. You need to get this. Because it's against the law to take someone else's lock off, okay? He told me, because he was already home, he told me to drive all the way back out with my own personal car, to drive back to the job site and to take the lock off for him, because he didn't want to go back. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, this is your business. I have my own business. Like, you're literally in your request is a little bit ridiculous, considering it violates OSHA. OSHA puts these procedures in place for safety. Nobody's supposed to be touching anyone else's locks. But he did that, and I've been gone all day. My dog was home alone for 11 hours. I felt terrible. Come home, my dog peed everywhere. Can't get mad at the dog. It was my damn boss's fault that I couldn't get home to her at a decent time. But yeah, and that really made me question whether or not I wanted to continue doing this any longer. And I'm still honestly, like, I'm not okay with what happened that day. And the fact is, he knows that I have a business. This whole arrangement was supposed to be part-time, just so you guys know. He was supposed to be understanding about the fact that I have a business. I was supposed to be help. That's what I was supposed to be. And then it turned out that we got short-staffed, and he started, you know, pushing a little bit more work on me. And then it got to a point where he doesn't give a shit that I have a business. His business is more important at this point. So I don't know what to do even at this point. I've honestly considered that maybe I won't even make it all year before, like, I don't know. I'm a little bit scared, though. You know, I don't, like, Pokemon's a little uncertain right now, not having product everywhere. So it's a rough decision for me, for sure. But let's see what's coming up next here. Each Shadow says the Japanese market needs to chill. Absolutely, dude. Don't buy these triple beat these prices, dude. Don't touch them. They're 140 is ridiculous. Like, I'm seeing them going on eBay for 140. That's outrageous. You know, MSRP on these Japanese boxes is like $40 US dollars. So I don't know. Just, if you don't want to wait, whatever, do it. It's your money at the end of the day. But I would not touch those Japanese boxes, man. I understand paying a slight premium just because, you know, it's imported goods. I get that. You know, if these were like $70, I might say, hey, like, that's fine. You know, shipping's not cheap. You know, a little premium for an imported product, okay. But no, that's outrageous. Screw that. Mike says, I wish tins were more clear on what they have. So I understand your view on that. I totally do, especially when it comes down to, you know, buying an older tin. You kind of want to be like, hey, like if you're paying over MSRP for a tin, like if it's $100 tin, you're like, hey, like these should have a set amount, certain types of packs in these, because hey, I'm paying this money on this. But the reality is these tins weren't meant for the packs. The tins were actually meant for the promos. They were a way for Pokemon to distribute the promos out to the collectors and players, and the packs are kind of just like an extra thing to open up. That's why on the back of the tins they state, hey, it'll come with 4 additional Pokemon TCG packs, and they won't say it comes with 2 Evolving Skies, 1 Brilliant Stars, blah blah blah. They're covering their asses essentially, which I can totally understand why they would do that, because you do also have to understand every time they do reprint that tin for because when they reprint these tins, they do it for the promo, not for the packs, just so you know. Every time if they were to reprint them, they would have to go back and print brand new labels and stuff, if that was the case. Does that make sense? It's a lot of extra work for an older product, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand if it's a one-time product, but that's why, like, hey, like, specialty products, they will state, hey, they come with Crown Zenith because it's Crown Zenith product. Jason K said, I opened 2 V Striker tins and they had 2 battle styles, 1 Darkness Ablaze, 1 Sword and Shield base, and a Celestial... What? Celestial Storm. Yo, that's a nice find right there. I mean, the battle styles is a little... honestly, the Darkness Ablaze is a little upsetting. That's the one that upsets me the most. I actually think battle styles is a stronger set than Darkness Ablaze. Charles Tilkin says eBay 1 out of 1. Yeah. Yeah, remember to hit, yo guys, if you didn't already, hit that like button. It's completely free, plus it helps people find this channel. Polly says, if you could go full-time today and you would make the same amount, would you? Same amount as in, like, as if I were just working like my normal job. If that was the case, yes, but I would have to know that I could. See, like right now, okay, so I do work with a couple streamers, okay? So those people that I work with, I could pretty much almost always count on a purchase, you know, weekly or bi-weekly with these people. Some of them are active in our Discord even. Those are like, I love working with streamers because that does give me a little sense of security, if that makes sense. I usually cut deals, but at the end of the day, I feel like there's definitely there's a value associated with loyalty. Okay, it's not that I don't want to cut everyone deals. I'm always the type of person that if you take care of me, I take care of you. So, like, there will come opportunities and times where, like, hey, someone might reach out to me and say, hey, I need help with this. I can't get this product. I need, or if, you know, hey, if you have any extra of this, like if a pre-order of something really hot sold out, like the Charizard UPC. Okay, before it came out, it was super popular. I've had multiple people reach out to me to try to make sure that I could hook them up, and yes, I was willing to work with everyone. And then this was before knowing how abundant this product would be. I was willing to work with people, even if it was short printed, you know what I mean? I was still willing to work with people. And like, that's why it's very important. I'm sure you guys have heard this all the time from other streamers, other content creators, to support your local game stores, because those are going to be the people that are more likely to take care of you in the future when you need it the most. Okay, I'm one of those people that will always take care of my loyal customers, always. So, but yeah, to answer your question, if I knew I was making the same amount of money, then yes, I would actually do it. I would quit. I'm not trying to do this to be rich. I'm doing it to be happy. I feel like those are the right reasons. You wanna find a career that makes you happy. and this is what makes me happy. It does. It's a grind. It's a lot of work, and there are gonna be days, even when I do go full time, that I'm gonna be pulling my hair out because, you know, it does get stressful. It does. Now, I did this full time for a little bit throughout the pandemic, and there were a lot of stressful nights. I got scammed a couple times, which, when it's your full-time income, that hits harder. It really does, because there were times where it's like, hey, like, this is really tight, you know. I just lost thousands of dollars from this scumbag that stole all this money from me. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this order. I've actually had to reach out to my distributor the one time, actually, because there was a big scam that hit me for like $3,500, and I told him, I'm like, yo, I don't think I can pay for this right now. I explained the whole situation. I asked them to put my order on hold until I got it resolved, and, you know, they were willing to work with me. But the problem with that was that being on hold, it held up customers' products as well, because some things were pre-orders and stuff like that. So that's a pretty tough situation. I hate to be in that position. I really do. I try my best to get everything out as early as possible. Mike says Whatnot is helping ruin the market. These Whatnot streamers buying so much bulk to just turn around and sell for a premium. Yo, we just literally talked about this on the Discord. Yo, if you are not in our Discord, make sure you join the Discord. I'll link it right here. I'll talk about this though. So, join the Discord if you didn't already. All right, is it gonna ever show up? No? Well, there's supposed to be a bot that's supposed... Okay, there we go. All right, there's the Discord for you guys. If you are not a part of the Discord, make sure you join the Discord. We're going to talk about this real quick. Actually, you know what? Here, let me get paid real quick. I'm going to throw an ad in here. And meanwhile, I'm going to grab a drink. And then I'm gonna talk about this. All right, guys, I'm back. So, all right, I grabbed me a drink. Okay, so I talked about this a little earlier. I've actually emailed Whatnot because I was I actually watched a stream of someone selling product like a whole month early. It was a stolen product. It wasn't anything you would find on a Target shelf or anything like that. And I explained to them, I'm like, hey, like, I'm an actual retailer of Pokemon, and I'm like, we don't even have access to any of this product. I've talked to my sales rep. Some of these products weren't even in stock at distribution. So I did my own research. I've called around. Some of these products aren't even at the distributor level, which means that this product is being backdoored from a warehouse before it even hits distribution. Yeah, mind blown. Mike says, what you drinking? I'm just drinking water right now. But, I explained my concern, and I explained, like, how screwed up this is. I swear like a sailor, so sometimes I stop myself because I don't want to be that guy literally saying F this, F that, after every word live, because I do know that some kids do actually pop in sometimes, and I can't control that. But, so I do, if you ever catch me like stopping and catching my breath, sometimes that's why, because I catch myself before I say something that I don't want to say live. Like I'm a human being, I'm not perfect, but yeah, I sent them an email explaining my concern and everything. They don't give a shit, just so you guys know. They're really, like, they're giving Pokemon a bad name, like what Rattle would call a G-baller. These G-ballers on freaking Whatnot, man. I love it, by the way. I love it. They're over here freaking selling stolen product that they say, because I paid for it, it's not stolen. That's how bright some of these people are. I paid for it, it's not stolen, even though it was backdoored out of a warehouse from a worker probably, or freaking stolen off a truck. I don't freaking know. But if a store can't get this product already, a store, we go through all these steps to become a retailer of Pokemon TCG products, and we can't even get these products before these freaking G-ballers or Whatnot. Are you serious? Like, I pay all my business fees and shit, like, every freaking year. I file my quarterly earnings reports. I go through all this freaking work to be a retailer, and then you have these freaking sleazeballs coming backdooring all this freaking product, not doing any of the hard freaking labor behind all that freaking grinding, all the numbers that you have to do to even become a business. Like, that's what drives me nuts about this. And I've gotten into some heated conversations about this whole topic, about how scummy some of these streamers are and whatnot. Now, I'm not saying every streamer on Whatnot's scummy. I refuse to even use the platform anymore. I used to stream on Whatnot for a little bit before it got overrun by all these freaking G-ballers. Jesus Christ. It drives me nuts. But, like, I put in all this work to do things right, and then you have these people that just walk all over you because they do whatever the frick they want. Whatnot doesn't give a shit. And not only that, because they have the product first, they're getting these huge ass premiums on this product. That's absolutely absurd. It's unethical. It's wrong in so many freaking levels. It really is. It's so wrong. Wow, it freaking drives me nuts. It fires me up. You know, it just grinds my freaking gears, man. It really does. John Doe says, do you think V-Star Universe will perform a good or better than VMAX Climax? Yeah, I'm actually pretty certain of that, actually. V-Star Universe is a much stronger set. Jesus says, too bad your boss didn't message you that, so you have proof to turn his... Yo, as about what we just talked about, I have no physical evidence to turn him in. But honestly, I don't know the exact fine, but if by breaking some of these OSHA terms, because these are set in place for safety purposes, the fines are thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, it's pretty serious. It's pretty serious of an offense, and it could, I don't know, they might even be able to do something with his business. They could probably hurt him pretty bad with his business, actually. And you know, it's another funny thing. That's actually not the only reason why I got mad about that whole situation, by the way. He actually, when I actually told him no. I told him, no, I'm not doing that for you. I explained to him, I'm like, my dog's been home alone for 11 hours. I'm like, you were already home. You got to let your dogs out. Like, no, that's the job of a boss. Plus, it's your own lock for the lockout tagout for the machine. So technically, I'm not even allowed to be touching it. And when I said no, he actually literally said to me, he says, I'm so good to you, and you're gonna pull this shit. That's what he said. He's like, I pay you so well. I mean, what are you talking about, dude? Like, you pay me for the work I'm doing. That is not something you hold over someone's head because you want them to do something that's not okay. That is bullshit. And he should have never said, he had no right to freaking say anything like that. I don't care what he's asking of anyone. You don't literally say, oh, I pay you for the work you do, so you should do this for me. No. Which is funny. I actually drove up to the job site. I didn't even get paid for any of that either. Wasting my own damn gas, which pisses me off a little bit. Let's see. Adam says, are you planning on getting the Japanese 151 set or wait for the English version? I don't know. I want to say I do want to get 151. I probably want to get some boxes for a break. I don't want to make no promises at this point. I mean, look at Triple Beat. Triple Beat looks like a shitty set. Someone in their not right mind decided that there should be chase cards in that set worth $900. I don't freaking know at this point. Which is why those booster boxes are going for like 140 bucks now. Kind of like what happened with Scarlet and Violet. The Scarlet boxes were pretty steady at like 80 bucks or so, and the Violet boxes were like a whole extra $40-$50 because it had a Miriam card that was worth like 500-600 bucks. I want to say I plan on getting it, but if a shitty set is going for $140, I'm kind of scared what a good set's actually going to go for. And 151, if it is based around the Kanto region, I believe that's going to have a lot of hype behind it. I would probably be better off just waiting for the English because I get that from my distributor and I'm not getting marked up. So, and you guys know I'm not going to screw you guys over just because it's going to be a good set, which we all know it's Kanto. It's going to be a good selling set. Whether it's actually a solid set playable or collectible wise, it's going to be a good selling set. So you guys already know we don't charge over MSRP for an initial release product. What that means is when we get our initial wave of product, no matter how desired it is, it could be the most popular thing in the world and these could be selling off the shelves for double MSRP. We don't charge over MSRP. Is how I do business. I'm not in this hobby to take advantage of anyone. I see it all the time where stores rather just follow market. If something's selling for way over MSRP, they all jack their prices up. I don't do that to you guys. Now, if it's like a reprint or a restock, that's different. Just because like that's not the initial like bulk mass of the product. All right, and at that point, it's not new anymore and I have no guarantees of getting anymore. So like, let's say we were to get a Evolving Skies reprint. Am I going to charge MSRP? I don't know. It depends on how big the reprint is. Okay. Am I going to charge a fair price? Yeah. I'm always going to charge either market low if it comes down to that. Or I'm just gonna beat everyone's prices. It's one or the other. I always try to do the best I can while still putting myself in a position where I have enough margins where it's not gonna screw me over. Okay. Anthony says, thanks for the gift with my order. Much appreciate it. Yo, no problem at all. Garrick says, I've never heard them termed G-ballers before. Yeah, that's what Rattle likes to call them. Hydus says, as long as people are willing to buy stolen product, it will never end. Yep. 100% right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why I made that video before when I said that it's only going to get worse as time goes on, because we're literally incentivizing it at this point. People are paying premiums. Why would they not buy this shady back alley freaking product from your freaking local drug dealers? They're probably freaking drug dealers that started dealing Pokemon now. Like, that's what it's... man. But okay, so I want to talk about Scarlet and Violet. Anyone here in the chat, if you are not okay with seeing some spoilers, maybe now would be the time to turn away. It'll only be a short while, but we're gonna talk about some spoilers here. I'm gonna show off something so that you guys don't have to give these people your view. It's only gonna be one view, and you guys are all gonna get to see it. All right. So, let me bring it up here. All right, we're gonna insert an ad real quick. All right, so I have the video up here. This is literally a brand new channel over here. Do you see this? A brand new channel overnight just gets 300 plus subscribers overnight, over 8K views. And this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why this is never going to end. Now, I'm watching this so you guys don't have to. I really do not recommend you going over here and checking out this video. I don't. These people should know that this was acquired in a dishonest way. Nobody has booster boxes. Now, nobody should have any booster boxes at all, actually, right now, because pre-releases aren't even until this weekend, and I've seen people showing off their booster boxes for, like, 2 weeks now. So, we're gonna see what we have here. I mean, some of these people are actually being very positive in the chat. Like right here, like regardless how this box was obtained, people clearly know that these were not obtained in the right way. All right, you learned a lot through a video, and that's kind of the reason why I'm actually still going over this, even though I know this was not obtained in a good way. This was not obtained in an honest way. These people may have paid cash for it, but like I said before, and I'll keep saying it, ignorance, it does not make it right. Okay, doesn't mean you did it right. Just because you paid someone for the money, for the product, doesn't mean that the product was obtained in a legal way. Ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law, guys. Ignorance is no excuse. Anyways, all right. So, I'm gonna mute this, actually. I don't want to get no, like, copyright flags or anything for using anyone's content. But anyways, this is a legitimate box, okay? So, we'll skip around because I'm not going to watch the whole video with you guys. We're just going to do some highlights here. But, this is a legitimate booster box, okay? I could if I opened up a booster box of this right now, I could probably double my channel overnight, okay? That's kind of what, a couple of these, content creators have been doing lately for, to do a shortcut, basically, and grow their channel overnight. We already know some of these names of these creators. We do not need to give them any unnecessary publicity for doing illegal shady shit to grow your channel. Why don't I do this? Because I have ethics. I'd rather grow my channel the right way. This is not how you do it. I don't care if I don't like some like they seem to actually be interested in the TCG, okay? But that's still no excuse. Like, if the fact that they're interested in the TCG and they know a little bit about like the playability of these cards, they should tell you all you need to know. They should know enough that they should not have purchased this box. However they got it. Nobody should have these boxes right now. But we'll go through this first pack here, but you could kind of get an idea of what to expect. So we've already talked about this before. You get 2 reverse holos, and there's no pack trick anymore. It's literally the energy and then the holo. So that's how they are now. So that's your guaranteed holo right there. Now we will skip around a little. I guess I'm waiting until we get a hit here. Okay, so an EX. All right, I actually took notes here throughout the whole video just so you guys know. But throughout this whole booster box, because I think what most people care about are the pull rates here. Are you going to get your money's worth out of these boxes? And let's skip back over here. So, okay. From the whole booster box opening, which we'll skip back to the video a little bit, show off a couple little highlights. I recorded 4 EX pulls, 2 illustrator pulls, a special illustrator rare, a EX Terra. The EX Terras are the textured EXs, okay? Not the full art. A gold card, and 3 full art cards out of 1 booster box. So I think it's safe to say that's 12 hits, okay? Just so you guys know. 1 in 3 is the hit rate for anything better than a holo rare. Now remember, you are guaranteed a holo rare in every pack. However, an ultra rare or better, you have a 1 in 3 odds. I believe that's going to be pretty consistent, to be honest. I know 1 booster box is not enough to get actual pull rates. I get that. I do. But that sounds just about where it should be, because that's how Pokemon always was 1 in 3 pull rate. 1 in 3 was the pull rate for a hit. Okay, that was always how it was. The only problem was before, your hit could be a regular holo rare, which to most people, was not a good hit. But anyways, so with that said, now we have a total of 6 cards out of that booster box that had texture. Okay, so texture would probably be the best hit, to be honest. I would not expect to see a gold secret rare in every box. That's probably something that will vary, definitely. But 3 full arts, if they are consistently 3 full arts per box, I'd say that's actually pretty solid. I'd say that's a really solid booster box if that's how they are. Like I said, 1 booster box is not enough to be able to tell what the actual pull rates are going to be for Scarlet and Violet. An EX Terra, for 1 of them per box, I feel like that's pretty reasonable for sure. Special illustration rare, that's what going to be chased for most people. Okay, these special illustration rares, these are what the alternate arts basically are. They pulled 1 from this box. I don't know if you're guaranteed 1 per box. Maybe this was just a really good box. Who knows? But there was a special illustration rare pulled, and we'll get to that. Garek says, Cody, how do you like the way the silver borders look when you see the cards live? I think they're all right. I'm I don't think it's that big of a difference. What, like, some people are definitely over exaggerating. I think the yellow borders there was no problems with the yellow borders. Were they great looking? I mean, they were just borders. I mean, that's what they are. They're not the art of the card. So to me, it's just not really that big of a deal. Cozy says, what I really want to know is if you get a SAR double gold star in each box. Yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah, that like I just stated, basically, there's no way of knowing if it's every box, but there was one pool. The 2 boxes we've seen pools from each had one. If that's the case, chase cards will be much more affordable. Yes, so okay, that's the thing. Like, so we don't have a ton of data to compile to actually get accurate numbers on what these pool rates are going to look like, but like you stated, and from other ones that you've seen, it is looking like, you know, that could be the case where, you know, you might get 12 hits per box, and a, you know, secret or special art rare might be like about one in every box or so. It, you know, it could be that way. There's nothing to confirm that yet. We'll see. Now that pre-releases are starting this weekend, I believe. So once that happens, we'll start seeing the first of these officially opened, like legally and ethically opened. That's when people will start getting the pre-release kits and stuff like that. You can go to your pre-release tournaments. I'm sure Mason from Cardinal Gaming will do a quick booster box opening early so you guys can get an idea of what the sets look like as well. He usually does that for every set, and that's okay. Stores are actually allowed to open product a little bit early. They're not allowed to have it in customers' hands early. That's how it works. So stores, and I've already talked to my rep about this, you are allowed, because you need singles for the store. Okay, so there's a loophole there where you are allowed to open product early. You just can't have it in customers' hands early. All right, but we're gonna skip over here. Yeah, so Adam says Building Battles come out March 17th. So keep this in mind. Building Battles come out March 17th for brick and mortar stores only. You have to be a brick and mortar play store. That means you have to be registered with Pokemon Play to get these early. Stores like me, online retailers, they can't get them. They're not allowed to get them early, just so you guys know. Seth Thomas says, is that like a Build-A-Bear? All right, let's get over here to this. All right, so we saw this. This is just an EX, nothing too special there. We'll skip a little bit here. Like I said, the sound is off. I don't want to get flagged for any okay, this is one I wanted to actually look at here. So okay, we are seeing our first character art or illustration art here coming up, and it's a Kirlia. All right, so now these don't have texture, just so you guys know. Kind of like the regular art rares, you needed to get the special art rares to have the textures. So these are going to be a little bit more common. This box, he pulled 2 of them. Now, like I said, there's not enough of this product opened up to kind of give you an actual legitimate odds of this. But I would say that, assuming this is an average box, you can expect to probably see about 12 hits. But like stated before, with these hits being more easy to obtain, which it is looking like that, this will probably bring singles pricing down a lot. Honestly, Japanese cards might be the leader in value after this now, because Japanese cards are more, to get the hits, it's harder to obtain them than English right now. It actually used to be the exact opposite, because you're guaranteed a secret rare in every Japanese box. Oh, and another thing I want to note. Okay, so these textured EXs, they are coming in the regular holo spot. But one thing I want to note is the secret rares are in the reverse spot. So just so you guys know. So your regular full arts, Your EXs, these are all in the last spot in the pack. Secret rares are in the spot before it. So you could actually get a full art and a secret rare in the same pack, okay? There, here we go. So this is actually what I'm talking about. All right, so that was in a reverse holo spot for the gold secret rare. Now that's actually a really good playable card too, by the way. So that's actually a really good hit. That's a really good hit. All right. Anyways, let's see. Okay, here we go. So a regular full art. This is in the last spot in the pack, I believe. So you can see here, he already pulled a Toxicroak EX as well. But from the looks, as we can see, these boxes are pretty freaking broken. At least this guy's box. We're going to skip over here to the end. And we are going to look at all these hits right here. This is all from one box. So there was a Koraidon over here in the corner, right by the Toxicroak. That is a secret art one, I believe. Or the special art rare. So that has a texture. Alright, and I make sure I dislike that too. See, I will not dislike any video unless if it's done in a shady way. But you know how long it took me to get 330 subscribers? I think I was on YouTube for like 6 or 7 months before I got to that point. And just by opening a stolen box, you could apparently get that 7 months worth of work in one day. Anyways, okay. I'm not going to spend any more time on this. All right, so anyways, let's see what's going on over here. Polly says 12 hits isn't bad. Yeah, no, it's definitely not, especially considering these are ultra rare hits or better. So that's solid. Plus, I mean, did you see the amount of textured cards? That's actually pretty solid. It's gonna make it a lot easier to complete master sets, I think. Polly says single price is going down in good on. Is good, honestly, so long as they keep rarity levels with hits. Yeah, so I think this is positive. I think this is gonna it should keep prices in check. And yeah, so the secret rares are in the same slot as the art rares, just so you guys know. And Seth Thomas says, for clarity, they are joining Scarlet and Violet for English version, right? Or is it separate booster boxes? I may be misreading this. So English, okay, English is one booster box, just so you guys know. Scarlet and Violet is together. English sets typically comprise of 2 or more of Japanese sets all in one. All right, for the most part, unless if it's like a specialty set. Okay, yeah. So, Ebony Unicorn says if that is from one booster box, then maybe that's where my money should go. So. Okay, booster boxes allocations were actually pretty awful for Scarlet and Violet booster boxes. So, I don't think we'll see days where those booster boxes are the cheapest products to get anymore. It's almost like it's a luxury good now. Like, you know, if you can get a deal on it, grab a booster box. But you know, they're not. I don't know if maybe it's just right now Pokemon's just struggling getting shit out, and booster boxes were the last thing on their minds. They weren't concerned about that. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you unless someone has an actual insider. I wouldn't be able to give you a good answer for that. But here's the thing. I firmly believe booster boxes are 100% random. You typically you take 36 packs in a run off the press, okay? Chances are, if they wanted the pull rates to be 1 in 3 packs, then your booster box is probably going to be pretty spot on for those odds. So if you were to take 36 packs of slave boosters, you have a good chance of still getting 12 hits. I'm not sure if it's just coincidence that multiple booster boxes all had special arts, but I do believe it's a lot of luck. So like, if you were to I just think pull rates are going to be better in general. I don't think it actually has anything to do with the booster box, okay? If that answers your question a little bit better. Oh no, I think it's back. I guess it's back to singles hunting. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I think it's gonna be 100% random. I just think the pull rates are going to be better. But all right, guys. That's about all I need to talk about today. I was basically going to talk about all those the pulls from the Scarlet and Violet booster box I saw, and I did want to also talk about basically like life. I did want to make a video basically about what happened with my job and everything, and how, like, you know, it did put me in a spot where now I'm starting to question whether or not I want to continue working full-time and doing the business at the same time, because it's just a lot of unnecessary stress. I'm not that it's unnecessary, because I mean, a paycheck is still a paycheck. You still need it. Seth says, for English, what do you think will be the hottest cards? Well, I think Gardevoir is gonna stay up there, I think. That's definitely going to be one of them. The box legendary, so Koraidon, Miraidon, I think they're going to be solid hits. Ebony Unicorn says, yes, I still have milk cartons left. The premium tournaments are out. You could buy them in a bundle with a UPC, or you could buy them separately. I think they're like $32.49 or $30, something like that. If you get the bundle, you get UPC and a pair of milk cartons for $144.99, which is an absolute freaking steal. Don't freaking sleep on those bundles. Like, I understand right now people are just tired of the Charizard UPC, but yo, this is a great deal. Can I open some packs with my feet? Yeah, so I'll open some packs with my feet here. Nah, I actually don't even have the camera set up for any pack openings right now. I honestly, this is, like I said, this is just a super last minute spur of the moment thing, but I'll open them on my OnlyFans when I start that up. I'm just kidding. I do actually have a bunch of these just sitting here. Like, dude, these are just too freaking cheap. I have another sealed pack here. I think I have another one laying around somewhere. I actually ripped some of these open just to get packs out of them, because I needed packs to sell. I got my illustration promos. Polly says, great stream, man. Thank you. Could always open an OF on the side to support business spending. Oh man. Yeah, I'll go to the gym. I'll be working out, opening Pokemon cards with my feet at the gym, and that'll be my OnlyFans. Yeah, Seth, I got my rainy day Charizards. Dude, these are super overlooked, right? They're so undervalued. I try, like, I always tell people, you know, it's your money, you spend it how you want, but so I don't really try to push stuff on people too much. But yo, dude, you guys need to buy these before they get out, because I do think that these are way underpriced. Like, if you want to grab them, now's probably the time to grab them. Hell, you says a feet plus cards sell well. Yo, I do also have some really cool cards here. We got a PSA 10 shiny Umbreon, PSA 10 Beedrill V, and the Celebrations Gold Star Umbreon PSA 10. Ebony Unicorn says foot fetishes are a thing. Yo, that's what I mean. That's why I came up with that. Seth says, where are they at now? What price? What price on what? The Charizards? When I bought these, I think I snagged them up for like $6 a piece. They might have gone up because I literally went through TCG Player and just started buying them from all whatever sellers had them super cheap. So, like, just literally find the cheapest ones you can and just buy them all up, man. I got, like, it probably took like 2 weeks for them to arrive. I don't like TCG Player, but like sometimes like you get you get steals like that. Show us your favorite card. Let's see. Yo, I picked this up the other day. I was grabbing some cat food. I have a kitty cat, by the way. She's my I have a couple of them, but these are at the dollar store. $20 for these mystery boxes. It's a total ripoff. If I had to buy one, it's literally like I'm a crack addict over here. Like, I see Pokemon, it's like I can't buy, and I just bought it. I'm like, why did I just buy this shit? Like, I don't know why, but I'm gonna open it one of these days here on the channel. Let's see. So, okay, here's the thing. I don't always look at things as a like price tags being my favorite cards. Like, some of my favorite cards actually aren't my most expensive cards. So, just so you guys know. Seth says your cats eat Pokemon card mystery boxes. Yeah, for real. Oh, I didn't give you the God box. Damn, I thought I did, man. I'm sorry. I guess I gotta pay that bribe back. Yo, I'd love to know who got the damn God box, though, for real. Like, I know, like, they're good boxes, but like, you know, if someone were to flaunt off and show off that God box, you know, it would probably make the rest of the mystery boxes 10 times more desirable. So I'd really like someone, please, someone, if you were holding those boxes sealed, please open it so you could show off your God box, please. Like, for real. I still have a couple of these stamped Team Rocket cards. EX Team Rocket. Dude, I love EX Team Rocket. Those are some really amazing cards. So here's a couple that I really love. Secret Rare Alakazam EX. My Cosmic Eclipse Charizard and Braixen GX Hyper Rare. My Minty Fresh Kabutops. Reverse Holo Rare from Legendary Collection. Here's a couple more of my favorites. I think this is, what is this? EX Fire Red Leaf Green Nidoking. Team Rocket Dark Tyranitar. This is the holo version. Alright, so what I have here, this is actually one of my favorite binders I have in my collection. And I'll never probably master set this the way I want to. I'm going to probably have to buy the singles, because the prices have gone out of control. This is when I used to actually master set. Some of you already probably know what this is. There's the Raichu in that corner. Everything in this binder I pulled pack fresh myself. There's the holo Mew. Mewtwo is holo in this set, by the way. Hold up. There we go. If you didn't figure it out already, this is the Japanese version of XY Evolutions. This is called CP6. It is much harder to find. It's a much more rare set. And I always love scrolling through that, because I pulled everything myself. I've actually opened booster boxes. But anyways, if you know anything about CP6, prices on that set have gone through the roof. The booster boxes are worth thousands of dollars now. It's actually where I pulled this. So I actually pulled this myself. I need that Gengar alternate art. Then I'd be happy with calling it quits with Fusion Strike. Alright, nothing there. That's unfortunate. It was actually a black code too. So it should have been a hit. Damn it. Yo, if you guys want some pre-release stamped promos, I have a bunch of them still up on the website. Adam says, have a good night, Cody. Gotta go. Yo, you have a good night as well. I'm actually closing up shortly, actually right now. Anyways, Seth says you're awesome, bro. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it, man. But hey, thanks for everyone for joining in tonight. I really do appreciate it. It was nice to be able to just hang out with you guys and just talk life and whatever, just popped up. I wouldn't mind doing this more often if you guys want to swing by and just hang out and be real, just hang out together, guys. With that said, that's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful night. All right. Peace.